Rob!
Tony! And I'm Jeff.
We're in gaming.
And that's you.
Hello gamers and welcome, oh god. Yeah. Hello gamers and, it's free to play. Hello gamers and welcome back to the Inn. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name, and we had an episode in which we may or may not post due to the fact that this giant silo, which is located to the right of us, is very loud and it ruins the audio. During that video, which we did the free-to-play, we went against one of our subscribers in a tavern brawl, and it was fun. And then we also finished up the rogue arena that we were doing. So if there's like a video which you like kind of skips out on a couple games, that's because the audio is messed up in it. But hopefully the audio should be all right in this one. I don't understand. I don't understand why some videos the audio isn't as messed up as some others, even though it's like the same silo and it's the same editing method which we use. But anyway, who knows? Who knows? Paladin versus Paladin. Because we're only at like what, just shy of 400 gold on this account, we're actually like we definitely need to start winning in arena a lot more than what we are. I think the Coghammer is safe to keep. And we can actually go for a little bit better cards than what we have here. The Wobbling Grunts, though, is just like, oh gosh, just not a card you want to draw into early on. Because the second you play it, it can't really kill anything unless you're like trading low-cost creatures to it. And then it'll finally get value, but if it gets silenced in any way, shape, or form, or if you're playing against a priest and he happens to get a Shadow Priest, it's just like game over. I think we can coin out the Loot Hoarder and it'd be pretty safe, but we actually might do the Flame Juggler just because of that is a noble sack, which I think it might be. The Juggler doesn't die, but the Loot Hoarder wouldn't die either. No, it would. Or we just do nothing and then we Flame Juggler whatever he brings out and then Coghammer into it. But I think playing a creature every turn is pretty important. I think we can coin this out. This is fun. Because we have a 4-drop, 5-drop, 2-drop, and 3-drop, so we basically have a card every turn. If he didn't play a secret, then I would have chose Loot Hoarder, but because this could be a noble sack, I don't want him being able to kill the Loot Hoarder with that. So now we'll probably just swing into this 1/1 if it's not. And then on his turn 3 play, we'll Coghammer. So we'll swing into this. Not a noble sack. Okay. So I'm assuming that's going to be an Avenge. I highly doubt it's like a secret trial or something like that. If it was a redemption, we would have seen it. If it was a retribution, we would have seen it. This is where Coghammer is going to come in clutch, because it really doesn't matter which card it lands on. Both of them have 2 attack. All right, so we're going to swing this into here, this into there, and then we're going to swing 2 face. And then turn 4, we can either play a creature and or Hammer of Wrath, whatever he decides to play. So if he plays like a 5 HP creature, we can Hammer of Wrath, swing into our weapon. If he plays something that we particularly aren't that scared of, then we can just, ooh, Dark Iron, or not Dark Iron, but ooh, Consecration on pretty low cards here. Yeti into the sweet 4-drop, that's really good. We're going to save our weapon charges to make sure we swing into creatures, get the most value out of that as possible. Well, rip weapon. I guess I should have done something about that. I guess I could have attacked one more time. Because this is most likely an Avenge, I don't think I attack the 2/2. I think I just play this 5/5 and go face. Because there's no way to bust this shield off. Unless we shield and then we consecrate, but then that just doesn't feel that great. So I think we just play cards. We just play dudes.
Ready, sir.
We'll have him, he won't get the Avenge, we'll pop the Avenge when we can actually deal with it. There's no reason to do that right now. We have the field advantage. He only has 4 cards in hand, we have 5 cards in hand, 6 next turn. Oh man, Blessed Champion, I think this is going to actually come in clutch one game. Not that it'll come in handy all games, but it will make a value trade, I'm sure. And it'll also pump out some burst damage. Because, like, we can combo with 9 mana, we can Dark Iron something, and then champion it, so it'll buff, it'll, you know, give it +2 to whatever it is. So that'll actually be pretty good. Okay. I think we can. I think Dark Iron's fine. Competitive Spirit, swing for 6. We have the True Silver and Blessed Champion to burst him down. He can make a favorable trade with a 5-drop, and he can't really make a trade with the 3-2, but he can bring a guy down to 1 HP, and then if he does, he makes those 2 trades and plays 2 more creatures, Consecration becomes a lot more powerful. Because this loses its Divine Shield, and this becomes into Consecration range. So that's fine. And we want this Divine Shield to come off of this line. Which it will, but it's going to be too big. Oh, will you go face with it? Alright, that's fine as well. Okay, so we can't cast Consecration and True Silver Champion, but we can Consecrate to knock off the Divine Shield. We'll throw down the Taunt, which will protect us. There's the Avenge. Hopefully it lands on the 7-6. That's fine because he has to deal with this 3-3 first. It really doesn't matter which one of these we swing, and then we're actually pushing lethal next turn if he doesn't kill all 3 of our creatures because we have again the Blessed Champion and the True Silver. No. We have just one of the 2. We don't, I mean, there's a 7 damage burst with these 2, or there's, if we have a creature down, the 5 damage burst with the Champion. So that should be fine. Sorry if I'm not as exciting. It's very early in the morning. I wonder. How much did he deal? 2 damage. That really sucks. That really sucks. I mean, that's just one of the things with this card. Like, most of the time it'll deal probably around, I want to say 3 to 4 damage. Yeah, that was just unfortunate. And him having the slime that huge really doesn't make a difference for us because we weren't low. We just needed to have something in the way so we couldn't swing face or make another trade. So we're 2-0 as of now. It's pretty good. Again, we need to hit that 7 to start like making profit back on this. So we're at 435 gold. Let's actually take a look at our quest. Totally forgot to do that. So play 20 minions that cost 5 or more and play 3 games with Hunter. Let's get rid of that one. Win 3 games as a Warlock. Well, we know that's not gonna. Ooh, that's normal. Arena. Play. Oh. This chair is very leany back today. How you doing, Tony?
Good.
Tony said he's doing good, for all of you who couldn't hear him. He's coming over to say hello.
Yeah. What's the dealio? I always forget you have the Apple Watch. I'm expecting the Fitbit, but then it's like, not.
Alright, just make sure we're not lagging.
What are we doing here?
We're playing Arena, Tony.
Luther versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Oh, yeah. Did I say Cog Hammer earlier?
I said Cog Hammer. I have a Cog Hammer and True Silver.
That's value.
It is a value. Do we
Especially
keep it?
Cog Hammer.
Do we keep this in our opening hand? I don't think so.
I don't know.
There's better cards to be had.
You're correct. You're right. Like a 2-drop.
I wish we had coin though, for these 2.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Hey, we got
2, 3, 4.
that perfect curve if we had coin.
Yeah, I know, right? It'd be like last game, which we had perfect curve, and we actually drew into the Chill Wind Yeti, which was nice.
Turn 1 mana 1.
So we're gonna flame juggler because if we play the loot hoarder, you can actually just ping it and yeah. Did we miss something here? Okay, that's a very late reaction with our flame juggler. I played it and he just sits there, and then finally he highlights and shoots the little fucking flames. Are you kidding me? What kind of cancer does this guy have right here? Wow. He's playing he coined into his Shattered Sun Cleric, making his Mana Worm a 3/3 so he could trade my guy without even worrying about it. Now if I Silverhand recruit, like no matter which, okay. So I play Loot Hoarder, he pings it. If I play Silverhand, he has to trade. I guess in this situation he has to trade if we Silverhand. If we Loot Hoarder, then he doesn't have to trade. But either way, like if we play Loot Hoarder, he pangs, and then he doesn't play a creature, which means he doesn't develop the board. If we Silverhand, then he's just gonna develop the board and trade. So he coined out the 3-drop. So it's like we played Loot Hoarder if we expect him to have a creature, and then we play Silverhand if we expect him to not have a creature. I think we Silverhand. So he can't have a 2 or 3 drop, was the assumption when we Silverhand. Because he's just going to make the 3-1 trade with the Mana Worm, and then play a 3 drop, swing for 3/2. So he has a 1 drop. Does he have a 2 drop too? Jesus Christ. So it doesn't matter if we would have played or Loot Hoarder because he still would have played a creature anyway. I think we kill the Berserker because he can ping it next turn and deal a lot of damage. So yeah, I think this is fine. So if he attacks with the Worgen, then we can just Elven Archer, Shield Master value, and then we can eventually Blessings one of them. Hungering Dragon, give me a good, give me a good, give me a good, give me a good, yeah, buddy. No, don't make that trade. Don't make that trade. Fuck you, man. We have Elven Archer value. We needed that Elven Archer value. All right, so we kill what, the 3/2? We have 5 mana. So if we Elven Archer value this and True Silver, that's still not enough to kill it. If we kill this and Elven Archer face, that still doesn't make Warm and Cuddly Feelings. If we Loot Hoarder, Puddle Stomper, and Elven Archer, one of them was most likely going to live for Blessings of the King. Seems alright. And whatever we Blessings can make this trade. Because we can Shield Master passive next turn, but there was never going to be a good time to play all these creatures. And they're also all in Flame Strike range. So with him having the 5/6, he's most likely just going to go face in this situation. And then we can make a favorable trade with, or not favorable, but a trade with Blessings of King. Get rid of that 5/6 and hopefully begin to take the board. Alright, so he's got Elven Archer value going on here with the Ironforge Rifleman. Lots of value plays, lots of value plays. And he makes that trade. Okay, that's a little interesting. Alright, so I guess we can shield and passive. I really don't see anything better than this. Because he's just going to make this trade right here, and then his 2/2 is going to go in for probably our 1/1. If it doesn't, then we can Blessings of the King and take down if he plays another card that's worthy of killing. The problem with mages, though, is the Flame Strike, the Firebolts, the Frost Bolts. This Hungering Dragon is becoming a nuisance. We did get a 2/1, so I can't really complain too much, but it's still a big card for this deck to get rid of, and that was the worst thing that could have happened. It needed to hit the 1/1, because now he can be sorry. Oh boy. This is where bad things happen to good people. I don't even know if we have another dragon in our deck. What if we had Ysera? That'd be so fantastic. I don't think 1 loss is too bad, though, guys. So if we lose 1 game every 2 to 3 games, we'll make it to 7 wins. But we need 7 wins. He has no mechs down. He's going to ping this, swing the 5/3 into the 5/5. Okay. The grunts is kind of nice here, to be honest, because we can actually give him. We can. Oh wow! At 8, we can give him the +1 attack, and then we can bless. Oh no! Does he have a silence? Does he have a silence? Okay, Kodo Rider. That's not good. That's not good at all. On a scale of 1 to like good, that's like a -5. I really want to Master Jouster here, but that doesn't really make a difference because this Kodo Rider needs to die ASAP. So you almost have to Blessings this, and that's still going to be game because when we make this trade, that takes up 5 of our mana, and we needed actually 10 for this combo with Master Jouster and Blessings. So I guess we just have to play Master Jouster, and it has to get taunt. It doesn't. Oh man, this game has been just pretty much bad luck the whole time. We had a decent starting hand, but his hand was just better. That Mana Worm Shattered Sun Cleric was just a start that you can't That trade off the bat was just, our weapon kind of helped us out, but we didn't have anything to follow up. Like, we were fighting for board control the entire time. And he beat me. Maybe the redemption on wobbling grunts might actually be a combo we could see in the future.
I must protect the one. I will fight with honor.
It wouldn't be bad. We're looking for 2-drop creatures, guys. 2-drop creatures. Even if it's a loot hoarder, it's better than no 2-drop creature. What is the new constructed combo, Tony? We've drawn fucking Blessed Champion every single game in the first, I think, 2 turns of the game. It's a 5-drop double, a minions attack. It's fucking horrible. Like, the card is because it was the only option. It was the best of the worst. It was the worst. It was the best of the worst. And like, the card isn't bad if it's like turn 10 in the game and you're looking to make a value trade or push like some burst damage in a paladin. It can actually take them by surprise. But when you draw this fucking card at the beginning of every game, it's kind of, it's starting to, you know, it's starting to rustle my Jimmy Johns. Yeah, I know, right?
An arena versus a paladin.
Fun and interactive. Like, what do we do with a hand like this? So is he going to make this trade here? Oh, he's smart about his trades. That's pretty good. Oh, we actually have nothing to do besides a Hammer of Wrath, the Knife Juggler. There's our 2-drops. We have, I think we have over 10 2-drops in this deck. And we've drawn 1, and we are 20 cards in. Not so much value. We're at negative value right now. But it's okay, because turn 5, we've got a 4/4 and a 2/2 coming out, which pretty much contests the board pretty well. And then turn 6, we have hopefully the Divine Shield and Taunt. And then turn 7, we've got Blessings of King, Insealed Champions. It's good stuff. Him giving these Taunt doesn't really change anything. He just played a 2/3. Alright, so we can play a 3/2, or we can play a 3/3 and a 3/2, or we can play a 4/4 and a 2/2. If we play this, I don't think playing the taunt right now matters a whole bunch.
Ready, sir.
So he can get rid of the 2/2 with the 2/3, and then he'll take for the 4/4. It's gonna require him to pump out 1 more damage, unless he has like a swipe, and then the swipe would kill the 4/4 and the 2/2, and then we basically lose. Unless their Master Jouster wins the joust and we're able to give it taunt, our Divine Shield and taunt, then he's probably going to passive, be able to deal with the Divine Shield, make like 2 or 3 trades into that, play a decent creature, have 1 left over. So deal 2 damage. Okay. So he's going to make some trades here. And then he's going to swing the 2/3 into the 2/2, which we expected, and this is fine. It's good that he didn't waste the Keeper now, but played the Keeper now, because if Master Jouster does get its Divine Shield and Taunt, he could have silenced that, which would have been a big deal. Here we don't particularly want to play True Heart because we're already behind. So we're looking to put a big minion on the board, win this Joust. Yes. Yeah, we got Juskar and Lothab. They're good, but they're not like, Ysera is like, yeah, like for arena, like those are decent legendaries, but they're not make or break the entire game. Like Lothab in ranked can make or break games, but like Lothab in arena, there's not many spells being played. And Tony had asked you're probably wondering who the fuck I'm directing my cup. It's to Tony's Crossrow. And he had mentioned, oh, Lothab, and yeah. True Silver gives value through the entire arena run. So I think I would consider her better than Lothab, but not when you're particularly, like if you're even, she'll pump you ahead. If you're ahead, she'll get farther ahead, but if you're behind, she doesn't necessarily help. But what card helps necessarily when you're behind a whole bunch? Yeah, so I think we can go ahead and play the True Silver Champion, which can contest 2 creatures over the course of 2 turns, and then we can play, if we play the Puddle Stomper, he's just going to make us the 4/2 trade in it, but if we play the Ironford Grizzly, he's actually going to have to use a passive or swing his 1/1 into it, which is fun. And then next turn we can Justicar into the passive to grant us pretty much value forever. 2/1/1s a turn is 8 drop, so we're talking about the 8/8 with taunt. There it is. Will he make this trade right here? He won't, which is really, really good for us because we can Blessings and Seal of Champions this and make this a 10/7 with Divine Shield and kill him off his 8/8. So he's probably pretty upset at this point in time. I know I would be. And then if we really wanted to, we could double his attack to make him a 27, and we can swing for 20 damage in 1 turn next turn if he doesn't get silenced, which I'm actually thinking about. Tony, how do you feel about 20 damage with the Ironfur Grizzly? Never mind. Ironfur Grizzly down. Do you feel the wrath of my 10/7 Ironfur Grizzly?
How did you do that?
I gave him Blessings and the divine thing. This. Seal of Champions.
Ah.
Yeah, he's pretty upset. Yeah, I would be upset if that was him. So we can we'll go for the forever value. We'll swing into this. Just in case he has a swipe. Yeah, a swipe passive would clear my board. So in this situation, I foresee him, if he, I don't know, he could swing the 2 for, ooh, he's going to passive, and then he's going to swing that into True Heart, or he might go face. Why would you make that trade, out of all trades?
Yeah, right. Nope. That was pretty dumb.
I guess it's not too bad, because we're still going to have to swing this into there. Let's actually see what we draw first from here, though.
You could have concentrated.
It's not worth it. So with 6 mana, we can play a 4 and a 2. I think that's pretty fine. Or we can passive here.
We put a 3/2 instead of 2/1/1.
Yeah. It also doesn't die to a swipe. Or they don't die to a swipe. If we would have gotten a Quartermaster this run, that would have been really nice. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Dingo! Alright, so what do I foresee here? Let's give this guy +2 attack. We'll play some grunts. We'll make this trade and we'll swing face for 3. So his 5/5 goes into our 3/5. And then our 2/2, our 2/6 can go into his 5/2 and make the 3 2/2s. I guess. Seems okay. And then he's going to passive, make a 1/1. So Consecrate actually looks really nice here. Yeah, so Consecrate and then 2/6 into the 3/3. Consecrate is actually the most broken thing here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Druid. Why would you attack the 2/6? Why would you do that? Alright. Because this guy dies at the same time everything else dies, he doesn't draw. Alright, Kansami died. That's just how the cookie goes down sometimes. Neither do I.
Tony, do you print the box labels for the 560? Yeah.
Who will our next opponent be? So ideally, if we go 7 wins, we'll get 175 gold, so we'll be 25 up. Do another arena run for 150. Alright, so we're going to get another Paladin. Shielded Mini-Bot is ideal in the opening hand. Consecration, I actually might keep it. Hammer of Wrath will probably go back, and the 5-drop will go back. Consecration I'm going to keep just because of like muster for battle and things like that. And plus, I believe there's only 1 in the deck, so I'd rather just have it. Because we already have a bunch of 2-drops, and the chances of drawing into a 4-drop are quite high. Because we have a decent amount of 4-drops in the deck, I believe, as well. So there's the secret. I think we can coin out the Shielded Mini-Bot, and it's pretty fair. great to play in Arena. It's great playing Ranked. I don't think there's a particular difference in pointing that out now or later. Because if he uses his passive here, then we Flame Juggler, and hopefully it hits the passive. Ooh!
Reporting for duty.
This is good. So we're going to Flame Juggler, hit the 1-1, but we know it's going to go face. Alright, so now we attack the 1-1, Noble Sack. Not a Noble Sack, not a Redemption, probably an Avenge. And it's all the Flame Juggler's fault. I'm pretty sure in the last arena, too, the Flame Juggler, every single time there's only one creature on the board, it missed as well. So we could Seal of Champions our 2-3, but I kind of want to save that for making like a value trade, because it can get silenced early on. So I think just holding it's fine. And then next turn's a Chill Wind Yeti. We got some Elven Archer value going on. Elven Archer 1 mana, took out 2 mana's worth. And again, this is probably an Avenge. It'd be the only real secret you'd want to keep, right, in Arena? So now it gives the +3 attack and Divine Shield, and we can put this on... I guess we can put it on this guy, because he has more health. So he actually lives if he uses the Consecration. Because if we put it on the Shielded Mini-Bot, then he would be a 5-2 and he would die to Consecration, but this guy actually lives with 1 health. But if he had Consecration, I'm pretty sure he would have used it last turn, unless he just drew it. Goldshire Footman, okay. And then there's the Hammer of Wrath, okay. Filling out the entire mana curve. So I'm pretty sure we just play the Chill Wind Yeti in this situation. Swing this into here, and then swing directly for 2. So next turn, it looks like we can Blessings of the King, passive, Hammer of Wrath, passive. Depending on what he does, maybe we can Bless Champion our 4-5 and turn it into an 8-5. Seems pretty good. So if he only uses his passive here, and that's it, which I don't, like, how bad is this guy's hand? Like, that must be a really, really bad hand. He's played what? Goldshire Footman, Hammer of Wrath, Dragon Sorcerer, and passive. And an Avenge. Keeper of Boltman's a good card. So if we hammer this, that gets the Avenge. This is interesting. I guess we could swing this into there, swing 1 into there, Consecration, so neither get the Avenge, develop the board some more, and next turn we're pushing lethal, because this would be, what, 8? No, this would be 11. Well, no, we are, because this could be 7, and this is 7, so that's 14. Okay, so as long as he doesn't play a taunt this turn, then we're pushing lethal. Seems pretty good. Because if we were to proc the Avenge, we actually had really no way of dealing with that, and he would be able to make like 2 trades with that Avenge, and we don't. Yeah. So if he heals 2, takes 2. No, we haven't won yet.
You lost that last game?
Yeah, we won the last game. Which game? I don't know which game you were here for.
The last one.
Yeah, of course we won with the Druid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we fucked him up.
Fuck him up, bam. That yo.
Stop. All right, so this is 6, and then we have 7. So is that lethal? Let's calculate. 3, Tony. 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay. Yes. 7, 8, and that is 12. Okay. Calculated. Oh no, we don't have enough mana. Oh, I thought we had 8 mana. Rip my life.
Did you count mana wrong?
Yep. I wish I would have just loathed passive, but I didn't. But this guy's invisible, and I can give him. He's invisible, so I can actually give him. For 5 mana, I can make him a 4/3, or for 4 mana, I can deal more damage than him. Is he gonna attack a creature? Ooh, he goes face. The plays. Deathwing. Deathwing on 8 mana. Oh, we got a golden holy light. That's exciting. All right, so we're at 29 minutes. We're gonna call this episode here, and we will continue on in the next episode. We are 4 wins in with this Paladin. It feels like we've got the 4 wins pretty easily so far, so we just need basically 3 more wins to go even, and I think we can do it with this deck. This deck seems pretty solid, unlike the last rogue decks which I don't want to discuss at this moment in time. Anyway, guys, of course, I'm Warshack and happy whatever the hell day it is.
Tony.